Nature isn't always fierce or violent. Sometimes Earth chooses to reveal her beauty in soft, delicate, and mysterious ways. Let's witness these rare wonders that one might see only once in a lifetime. Amid the blazing Dixie fire, nature directs its own action movie. A fiery tornado, spinning bright red leaves, everyone breathless. Does this breathtaking scene make you feel even more humbled by nature's uncontrollable power? As the floodwaters recede, New Zealand transforms into a scene from a sci-fi movie. Spiderwebs blanket the fields like a real-life Spider-Verse.
So, can somebody tell me what the...
A black ring drifts across the sky above Bonner Springs, a mystery suspended in the air, both eerie and fascinating to behold.
Here, this is real. Sorry, it's my phone doing that because it's a piece of crap. It's me, and I'm live, and it's starting to dissipate.
A heart-stopping moment, a police officer narrowly escaped death when a runaway car sped toward him, a razor-thin line between life and tragedy on the highway.
1050 vehicle was just struck in the lane of traffic.
A sudden explosion turned an ordinary street into an action movie scene. Everyone ran just in time, leaving behind only smoke and pounding hearts. "10 seconds, a trailer truck skidded across the icy highway, missing a crash by mere meters. Pure luck at work." A cement truck suddenly took flight in the middle of the street. No one expected a sinkhole to appear right then.
And I asked him if he needed
No. Can you believe this car remained intact after such a wild spin? The car slid like a bowling ball, and the officer dodged every move with millimeter precision, a heart-pounding escape caught on camera. A terrifying moment at San Antonio Military Base. A violent tornado tore off the roof, sending debris flying everywhere. Dust swirled through the air as festival-goers squinted and ran through the sandy haze, a chaotic yet oddly humorous scene in harsh conditions. The Cumbre Vieja volcano wakes up and decides to have a smoke plumes rise high, a reminder that nature always has its own voice. Storm Eric went a bit overboard with the foam covering the coastline, like whipped cream. Beautiful, yes, but best admired from afar. No tools, no design yet. Nature crafts ice sculptures that turn the entire golf course into an open-air gallery. As tension builds before the storm, the Texas sky transforms into a surreal painting glowing, mammatus clouds illuminated by the sunset. A cement truck gave the cars ahead a full cement shower. One sudden break, and the highway turned into a construction site. A terrifying moment. Solar panels flew off a truck and shot toward the driver. Unbelievably, he escaped without a scratch. The truck nearly delivered itself straight to the police thanks to quick reflexes. Everyone avoided this dangerous delivery. A sudden lane change caused a minor collision, but luckily no one was hurt. A heart-stopping moment. While officers were investigating an accident, a tow truck lost control and sped toward them. He jumped aside just in time, narrowly escaping death. A tense moment, a runaway truck charged straight at a traffic inspector. One quick step saved him from disaster. A tense moment, a trailer began spinning out of control, but the driver managed to stop just seconds before disaster struck. Kilauea decided to light up the sunset in its own way. Orange-red lava poured down beneath the blue sky, painting Hawaii's most stunning natural masterpiece. A spectacular moment. A time-lapse captures mist rising from the mighty Niagara Falls vapor, swirling upward like the waterfall's living spirit blanketing the sky.
Нашли пивную банку, вот о чем ходят здесь легенды. И питаемся ее с обрыва, да.
Two guys try a can throwing trick and nail it. The can seems to hover midair, making everyone laugh in disbelief.
Yeah.
Оп!
Man, that's crazy.
A lone cloud drifts low through a parking lot like something out of a sci-fi film, eerie, yet impossible to look away from.
You run up on it.
It's already fucking my car, man.
That one is good. That's not no cloud.
It is. It just came from out the arm.
In Antarctica, nature performs its own magic show. A descending brinacle forms like the Ice Queen's wand reaching into the sea. It seemed like an ordinary trip until a vessel suddenly crashed into a lift bridge, shocking bystanders. Thankfully, no one was injured. During the tremors, quick reflexes help students stay safe. A powerful lesson on preparation and calm under pressure. A backyard gas tank burst into flames, a serious reminder to always check and store gas cylinders safely. Thousands of caterpillars spin silk together, wrapping a fence in a shimmering white veil, a sight both astonishing and strangely beautiful. Not a movie scene. A skier at Lake Louise just dueled with a mini snow tornado and came out of it in pure style. A fierce storm swept across rural Texas, hurling objects into the air and causing widespread power outages. Amid the surging waves of the Sudesteta, a seaside house collapsed into the ocean, a moment both heartbreaking and awe-inspiring.
Qué locura, boludo. Qué locura, boludo. Sí, sí, sí.
While skiing in New Zealand, a man witnessed a breathtaking ice collapse show, terrifying yet impossible to look away from.
Yeah, it's like a liquid.
A spectacular moment. A man battles hurricane-force winds of 93 km/h during storm. Benjamin nature displaying raw, terrifying power. Did the flames erupt from the engine compartment or from the cargo in the back? An extraordinary moment at the cliffs of Moher. Strong winds blow the waterfall upward into the sky. Nature reversing gravity in a spectacular display. Mount Shasta is wearing a special hat today. Swirling clouds around its peak look like a giant smoke machine crafted by nature. An incredible moment in Tennessee as a large tree falls, a cloud of golden pollen bursts into the air like a glowing explosion. Ice balls roll gently along the waves, reflecting light like crystal, a delightful and mesmerizing natural wonder. Could this be a reminder that nature still holds mysteries far beyond human understanding? A seaplane went down right after takeoff. Luckily, everyone walked away safely. A strong reminder of just how critical aviation safety is.
I was diving and the camera hit the ground, and yes, it caught a little bit of the crashing.
A truck leaving a work site forgot to lower its bed smashing straight into a road sign. A violent storm dumped hail across southern Wisconsin, blanketing the ground in white, a majestic yet bone-chilling sight. The hailstones had barely melted when muddy floodwater came rushing down. Like a waterfall, residents could only stand and watch in disbelief.
Water police!
A small house in Dallas probably never expected to make the news like this one lightning strike, and nature did the rest. Lake Superior starts cooking in winter. Countless pancake-shaped ice discs float like a giant breakfast prepared by Mother Nature herself. Water wins its way through crystal-clear ice tubes, a fragile, mesmerizing scene that leaves viewers speechless.
Стекла полетели.
Ой,
У него взорвалось, а не у этого?
A supermarket in Santiago suddenly turned into a real-life game of stacking blocks. The earthquake sent goods toppling down in a giant domino effect. Chaos in South Texas. A train derailment shook the entire area, forcing several schools to evacuate. Thankfully, everyone was safe.
I can't explain to you.
The crash in Pendleton left everyone holding their breath. The semi-truck couldn't clear the tracks in time, but the driver's lightning reflexes saved the day. A heart-stopping moment, a railway guard sprinted in to pull a drunk man off the tracks just seconds before the train thundered past like a storm. Nature in Idaho seems to be spinning a vinyl record made of ice, a massive disc turning, gently playing the song of winter.
we have fires to the south.
Is this the glow of a natural sunset or smoke from distant wildfires painting the sky? Under the quiet night sky, every step in the water makes the sea come alive with light, a moment both romantic and astonishing.
How do I
It's okay if you can't get
Alaska needs no fireworks for St. Patrick's Day. The aurora borealis turns on its own emerald stage lights across the sky.
Wow. Right up above, got some corona. Wow.
Perfectly round snowballs roll gently with the cold wind lining the beach. A rare sight that leaves everyone in awe.
Такие маленькие.
The plane brushed an antenna, yet still landed like a pro. A scary near miss that spectators will never forget. A single-engine plane suffered engine failure after takeoff, forcing an emergency landing on a busy road. Miraculously, both pilot and passenger walked away unharmed. A grand retirement at sea, the ship didn't dock but gently sank, transforming into a luxury condo for fish and coral. A perfect dive with no instructor required. The massive ship plunged into the sea, ready to welcome its first coral residents. Texas freezes over, but the tumbleweed residents don't rest, rolling endlessly like marathon runners through the cold wind. In Alaska, all you need is a cup of hot water and 30 dixienas, and you can open the gate of heaven right in your backyard. He only wanted to grab his delivery, but the door slammed and launched him off the porch, a slapstick stunt straight out of an action comedy. Wow. Lightning sparkling like a web spread across the entire sky, a scene both enchanting and dangerous. Central Oklahoma shook under a fierce storm, with hail pounding rooftops and streets like heavy stones from the sky. A stunning sight, snow spheres naturally forming from liquid bubbles in freezing weather, proof of nature's perfect artistry. A magical moment in Glacier Bay, Alaska. The Fata Morgana mirage appears on the horizon, making the mountains and ice seem to float in midair. On an Indiana beach, sand suddenly erupts playfully, forming tiny, adorable mini volcanoes that make everyone smile.
Oh my god. Oh! See, that's how volcanoes really cold out here today. Woo! Oh, that is just too awesome.
The storm in Canada didn't just rip off rooftops, it nearly stopped a driver's heart as he narrowly swerved to avoid a falling tree. A breathtaking escape. Columns of water shot up from flooded streets, eerie yet mesmerizing, as if Miami itself were breathing heavily amid the storm. Silver moonlight embraced the fiery red lava, a moment both fierce and poetic, where Earth's power and beauty became one. What was their first reaction when they saw the chandelier dancing across the ceiling?
To the Pacific Southwest building, where you could feel it shaking like crazy.
You can't knock this picture.
If you also find this moment incredible, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video.
Didn't work.
The penguins probably had the best day ever. Their caretaker slipped and joined them in the pool, creating an adorable and unforgettable moment. Even the police couldn't arrest the ice, a legendary slip in the parking lot that had everyone laughing out loud. One overzealous hammer swing, and the creator himself became the first casualty. At Rochester's airport, heavy lake effect snow created a breathtaking winter takeoff scene. If these moments bring you peace, wonder, or simply more love for our planet, hit like, comment, and subscribe to continue this journey of exploring Earth's incredible beauty.